Hey everybody, and welcome to the pre-show. We are here on Susquehanna River Valley. We've got another exciting evening of pellet production ahead of us. Because, well, there isn't anything else that needs to be done. But we do have something like, I don't know, 160,000 liters of pellets. So we got plenty of pellets to be made into pallets, because I think we are loading our last little bit of compost. Until we get some straw, we are out of the compost business. Ravenhawk, Rabbit Rob, Sammy Boy, and Farming Sins. Welcome to the stream. It's funny, it just started raining about 10 minutes ago. Scooters, the workbench. Have you ridden any horses today? That's all fine and good, Ravenhawk. Like I said, the only thing to do would be either some FERC contracts or watch me make pellets, or I watch you make pellets. Today is the last day of mid-spring. We'll talk more about that once the real show starts, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of hurry up and wait for the crops to grow. Because I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of hurried harvest here in about a week or so. Now I've got a system set up for our pellet processing. I want to see how well it's going to work. I'm a little worried the trailer might tip into the door, so I might have to swap out the trailer for one with a walking floor, so that I don't have to worry about its tip height. But thankfully we've got plenty of money to swap out a trailer if we need to. Wayne, welcome to the stream. Oh man, racing parts. Jeez. That sounds like a blast. For those that have been following the Formula V series on iRacing, this week we're back at Lime Rock Park, but we're doing the chicane course. And I don't know if I'm going to be looking forward to that or not. I'll have to find out tomorrow night, because typically I take Friday nights and Saturday mornings to do iRacing. So tomorrow night I'll be practicing. Might get a race or two in tomorrow night. I'm going to try to get a couple races in Saturday morning, and then see if we got a good one to post on Sunday. Yeah, there's going to be some more auto racing in the channel in the coming months. Of course, we've gotten into our iRacing again. Our good buddy Darren sent me NASCAR 21, NASCAR 21 something. That's releasing in October. And then, of course, we are all about Forza Horizon 5. That is coming out in November. So I'm really looking forward to Forza release because I'm planning on doing Forza Fridays. Hopefully with a crew of you all from the Discord. Sounds like we might have to be doing NASCAR weekend or something. Maybe try to run races on the weekend. I have to wait and see, right? All right, so let's see if this is going to work out for us. Oh, 149,000 liters of pellets. Just 149,000 liters of pellets. Well, what is up, in Kalish Farm? How you doing today? Boar, welcome to the stream. We don't want these pellets to swell with the rain. Then, of course, we've got American Truck Simulator coming out with Wyoming. Oh my gosh. Wyoming any time now. They keep teasing it. Let's just release it already, people. We want to play. So between Wyoming, between NASCAR 21, Forza Horizon 5, iRacing, we're going to have a fair bit of vehicular content coming into the channel. And then, of course, Farming Simulator Double Deuce. Now be sure to be checking out the Streamlabs messages. We are giving away a copy of Farm Sim Double Deuce on October Double Deuce. So on Sunday, October 22nd, we're going to give away a copy of FS22. Be sure to follow the link and enter once you see that Streamlabs post come up. Let's see here, we're going to be I don't know. We may or may not hit the darn door. We will find out soon enough. We'll just use our super strength and move this out of the way for now. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley. We are down here at the pellet processing warehouse, and we're going to try this contraption. So I tested the branch auger already. It will take pellets and it will transfer the pellets, so we shouldn't have too much issue. My only concern is if this trailer is going to hit the door. Gotta watch out for that, because I don't want this thing going crazy. Good, it cleared it. Did it transfer? Should have. Let's look. GoldenEye, Farming Sims, Ravenhawk, Will. Oh no! Oh, there we go. Woo-wee! That was a little worrisome. Ha! It works! Well, we don't have a good camera angle at all when we're trying to unload, but excellent. So yeah, I did a pipe out, or a pipe in, which was supposed to make the hopper go away and give me a good pitch, which I had done yesterday. Again, the server restarted and the hopper showed back up. So yeah. What happened there? That is messed up. Well, I guess it went away. Now it's fixed. Okay. So, can I do this? How many? Oh, no measurement info. Okay. I was trying to figure out how many pellets are in a pallet. Bruce, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Gaming with Hoots. Welcome to the stream. And Darren, did I say hey or not? I forget. If you're asking me for a map suggestion, I don't really give out map suggestions other than to say go check out my playlist of 299 maps, because what I think is a great map is likely not what you think a great map is. So yeah, but if you go check out the playlist, all the maps have a thumbnail with their PDA on it. You can kind of get a feel for the map that way, and then of course the video itself will go over all the aspects of the map. So if it's 1,000 pellets per pallet, I just delivered 28,000 pellets, so that's 28 pallets. I thought it was I thought it was 2,000 pellets per pallet, but we'll find out soon enough. Oh, is it DD Shalin? Is that how it is? What is that? That's an interesting name. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Before we get too far in the video, though, this video is brought to you by Rob Woods. Thank you for being a farm baron. Let's see here. Let's move our generator out of the way. There we go. Carrie, what is up? We're about to find out how many pellets are in a pallet. There are 2,000. What? Oh yeah, we had some straw, didn't we? Man, now I wish I didn't make straw pellets, because we're out of straw. Did you get off the thing? Oh my lord, classic. It's gonna get clean. It's out here in the rain. The amazing stuck pellet. Yeah, we don't have that on here. Yeah, this is a neat trick, all right. There's another neat trick. Get on the trailer. You know, sometimes you get the darndest pallets. All right, so we're gonna have 14 pallets per trailer load. So we have, what, 70 pallets worth stored up in the silo. I think we get about 10,000. We get a little more than $10,000 per truckload. So that, and we usually put what, 10 pallets on a truckload. So that's over 70,000 pallets, or $70,000 from our 2 hay fields. We might be able to afford the John Deere, but we can't afford the maintenance. We have to buy 2. 1 to scavenge for parts. See, this thing's getting clean already. You just leave it out in the rain. So while we're waiting on that, let's check the rain or the weather. So today's the last day of mid-spring. So Saturday is the first day of late spring, so it's day 17. Sunday is day 18. Monday is day 19. Tuesday is 20. Wednesday is 21. And Thursday is 22. Late spring is a wet spring. So anybody that was waiting to cut hay in late spring, it's pretty much a washout. Not going to happen. You missed your window, I think. But hopefully that means it will dry out for summertime, because we are hoping that our... Yeah, that was the screen I wanted to be in. We're hoping that the triticale and millet that we have, or is it... Yeah, triticale and millet. We're hoping that they're going to come ready to harvest in early summer, because we planted those way back in autumn. Oh, I am excited to see indeed what type of mods we get, because of course production is built in. So we should see all kinds of fun stuff, right? Now that it's built in, we don't have to worry about any additional scripting in order to get our production. And it also means that console players will get a just crazy amounts of options gameplay. So if you're familiar with Hoff-Bergman at all, imagine a Hoff-Bergman-like experience with respect to the production options for console players. Oh, Ravenhawk, we're going to try to double crop for sure. I want to double crop in soybeans, if at all possible, this year. We don't need corn. We have enough corn in our TMR machine to make any TMR we need. We got enough silage in our TMR machine, or enough silage for a TMR machine. So I was going to not make corn this year. There we go. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see from a map standpoint how many map authors embrace the aspects of SS22 and how many just continue to insist on making things the old way. So to that end, I'm really thinking about trying to develop some sort of map scoring system to score maps based on their that's interesting, it doesn't unload until you back the trailer up to it. So I'm thinking about some way of scoring maps in FS22 to reflect maybe how well they implement or make use of FS22 features. So try to be as empirical as I can with respect to getting them a rating. It'd almost be like, you know, this map is five tractors compatible, which would be the most compatible with FS22, meaning that it embraced it in basically as many different ways as possible. And maps that were built kind of for the old school, where everything is built in, burnt in, there's no place for people to build things, there's no production built in, there's no multiple farms, you know, there's no way for you to sell or customize your farm, then those might get like a 1 tractor rating in order to represent that they're functional maps, but they basically employ no FS22 features outside of the fact that you can play a game on it. So I need to think a bit more about how to implement that. What would constitute a rating? What would possibly constitute a reduction in a rating? So yeah, I think it would highlight maps that really embrace the all of the aspects of the game. You know, you'll see descriptions where somebody will say all the features of FS22 or 19, but then when you get in the map, it's like, well, there isn't an area to build out a farm other than just taking some land somewhere. There isn't the ability to sell the farm buildings. If you start in new farmer or farm manager or start from scratch, everything is still there. It's not like you can start in one of those other play modes and the farm is empty. So what features of 19 are you talking about other than the crops and the animals and a biogas plant? So I want to come up with some way to basically call out maps that that fully embrace FS22's capabilities and features versus maps that provide you an interesting place to play. You know, maps that really embrace FS22 as opposed to just being a virtual environment. But I want to do it in such a way that it's not like where people can't argue. It's like you can't deny if a map does or doesn't have the ability to sell farm buildings. It either does or it doesn't. And if you're a map author and you get upset if I say it doesn't, well then make it so it does, and then I won't say it doesn't. Yeah, GoldenEye, I just need to figure out what I want to say as far, or what I want the the scoring to be like since production's going to be such a big aspect of FS22. I think that's one whole tractor would be, if the map doesn't have production, then the best it could ever have is 4 out of 5. But if a map, let's say, if everything is built into the map and you can't sell any of the farm buildings, is that a full point reduction? Is that a half point reduction? And part of it comes down to what type of criteria is, how much criteria is used. So if I have exactly 5 points of criteria, then I could see each point being one tractor, if you will. If I have 7 points of criteria, then something has to be a partial point, right? A partial tractor. So I just kind of have to sit down and think through it. And I mean, like, for example, Giants' own FS19 maps, if I had such a rating system in 19, probably wouldn't have scored very high. Because like on Ravenport, there's no multiple area. It's not really set up for multiple farms. It's like one area, and it's not even that well set up for it's not really that well set up for building out your own farm, because it's not anywhere supposed to flat. Yeah, this is working out good. Yeah, let's not talk about the trash on Ravenport or the lack of power lines, right? Just from the standpoint of the FS19 gameplay, Felsburn was a bit better with its configuration in that the starting area was fairly flat, so it was a bit more conducive to placing buildings and such. Because remember, when we first got FS19, we didn't have the landscaping feature. So when FS19 first launched, landscaping was not a thing. That came with an update later. So Ravenport would have gotten probably a 3 out of 5 trackers with respect to FS19 features. You know, if I was concerned about, does it have a, you know, is the starting area good, or does it have a good placeable farm area? Does it have the ability to have multiple farms for a player to pick where they want to be? Yeah, I'd say I'm not as much concerned about distance between farm and shop. I mean, shoot, look at this map, right? Our farm is down here, and the shop is over here on a 4x map, so it's well over 1 map distance away. Because the way I see it, most farmers aren't anywhere as close to their dealer or where they buy their tractors or their machinery or their parts. So as such, to be somewhat simulation, right? Then we shouldn't be right next door to our dealership. Now from a gameplay standpoint, it makes it a bit easier, a bit nicer. So let's talk a little bit about, let's try to flesh out maybe the a rating system. So kind of the big elephant in the room on a rating system would be, does the map have production, or does the map have areas for you to place production? Because what I understand is the base maps will have some amount of production built in that you can buy. So they will be buyable areas that have production pre-placed. And then it sounded like there would be other, like you'd be able to place production around the map. Like there might be a bakery or two on the map that you could buy and then make use of, but you would also then be able to buy a bakery and put it somewhere. So I think one metric might be, one, is there production on the map, and two, are there areas for the player to place production? So is that 1 star if you do both? And if you only have one or the other, is that a half star? They've removed map from time to time for sure. I don't think they've done any wholesale removal. So Zach thinks 1 star each. 1 star if the map has production built in, and 1 star if you're able to. If there are areas that you can buy to place production. We are making hay pellet. Lucky 7. So what other ratings should we have? Obviously, build mode is a big improvement in 22. So kind of going along the same lines of, are there areas for production to be placed? Are there areas that a farmer could just use the build mode? Right? We will get 1 more pallet out of here, which will fill our trailer. Then we'll load the hopper back up, and then we'll sell some pellets. So I like what they did with Elm Creek, where out the gate you have multiple farms. So that's where I think that kind of sets the standard for FS22 maps, is just like Elm Creek, and hopefully in this new map that they're going to be debuting next Friday. If you hadn't seen the Giants announcement, they're going to be doing a live stream next Friday at I think 3 p.m. Eastern time, where they're going to be showing us the European map, the Mediterranean map. And maybe we'll learn some more things about the Farm Sim 22, in addition to seeing that Mediterranean map for the very first time. So it'll be interesting to know if that Mediterranean map has multiple farms. Then that indeed, in my opinion, kind of sets the standard. Right. Where's our truck? There it is. Oh, so it's 26,000. So it's 13 pallets of pellets per load. Oops. That's what I need to do. All right, so I'm going to take notes. So we're going to do so if it does the map include production? All right, and then does the map include places to put production? Okay, and then we have the does the map include multiple player farms? Does the map have buildable areas defined? Right, so those are 4 elements right there. And I'm really thinking that it would be pretty clear to have areas that are clearly meant for production and areas that are clearly meant for farm building. Because a production area doesn't have to be as big as you would think a area for building out a farm, for placing a silo, a farmhouse, vehicle buildings, and storage. Whoa! Let's get her up on 2 wheels. You said gamble all. And then you won. Okay, you won 50 points. Heist all. You doubled your 75 points. You lost points somewhere. Now remember, unlike Raz, a gamble all, you can lose 100,000 points. Gamble all is a lot. You can lose a lot of points. Let's just say it's a lot. You can risk it big, and you can win big, or you can lose big. I mean, you see Thor, he won 200,000 points. So there you go, right? Okay, so which one of these is giving me the best price for the dollar? 542. We'll just go to this one because it's easier. So $11,400 for 10 pallets. That's 20,000 liters of pellets. So we've got 70 pallets. That's 77,000 liters, or $77,000 if we sold all of the pellets at that price. Not a bad profit for 2 hayfields, right? All right, GoldenEye, I'll check them out here in a bit. Like I said, build mode is a pretty big improvement. So, I mean, do you give a map a partial star for having the all of the crops, all the base game crops? Do you give the map a partial star for having a biogas plant? So if you don't have a biogas plant, do you lose a half star? Yeah, like, did you care if you played a map in FS19 that didn't have cotton? Was that a big deal to you? Because of course cotton was a new crop in 19. I don't know why I disconnected that. I remember the whole idea of the rating system is to rate the map based on FS22 and empirical items, as opposed to, you know, I like the map, so I'm going to give it 5 stars. So the auger's working out pretty good. Right, we're 40 minutes into the stream and we've made $11,000. So we should be able to make 30 grand easy tonight. Cotton sell good on here. We got $1,200. I don't know, per 1,000. So I don't do cotton enough to know is $1,200 good. What is that? Is that Luis Hernandez trying to give himself a bunch of points? If it worked. It shouldn't work. He's not a... Only mods can give points. Only mods can give points. He does. He gets E for effort for sure. BGAs. They do have placeable BGAs in FS22. That is correct. So, I mean, another aspect of embracing production would be, are there sell points on the map for the production elements that we can place in game, right? So a map should have a lower rating if, for example, it doesn't have a way for you to sell flour when flour is a base game production element. You know, that would be like when I rag on a map that has chickens and cows, but no egg or milk sell point. Like, what's the point? You know, it's bad enough if you don't support selling a milk at all, because a player can put down a cow pasture and make milk. But it's another thing if you yourself have built the map with a cow area, but didn't include a way of selling milk. Mods have the wrench. I have no idea. I don't even know what mod icons are. What are mod icons? When you want to delete a message, you just hover your mouse over a... Mods would have 3 little dots next to a chat message, and they could say delete. So yeah, Bruce, FS22 really does sound like it's going to be pretty good. Lots of really surprising information came out during their FarmCon conference, if you will, back in July. If maybe you're wanting to come up to speed, I do have a playlist of FS22 news and announcements you can find in the channel, and it covers a lot of the press releases related to FS22, as well as all kinds of FarmCon coverage. I would say, I wouldn't say having animal pens pre-placed is a rateable thing. Then it would be like, do you take off because the map doesn't have grapes pre-placed or olives? It's more like, is there the ability or a place to put such things? I haven't heard any updates from GB modding on the map, other than he was shooting to upload it this week. So yeah, I think one is one item of interest would be, does the map include sell points for the various production element? So we'll put that down. Diablo del Toro, welcome to the stream. Get moved over a little bit. There we go. What are we hanging up on? Did it. Did it. Oh, you're talking about the heist? The adventure story? A little excited there, are you? A little excited? Yeah, I'm the only one on the server at the moment. Everybody else is over on Lincoln Creek. Well, see, Ravenhawk, it's all about John Deere's issues with farmers repairing their own vehicles. And as such, they can't repair their own stuff unless there are certified technicians to do the work. And basically there was a technician crash of 2037 because, well, everybody said go off to college, and that's how you get a good job is to go to college. So all of these kids that would usually come out of high school and go to ag school and become mechanics and, you know, machinists and things like that were basically forced to go to college and go to various other career paths. And eventually all the mechanics aged out and retired or just weren't able to work anymore. And 2037, there was a huge tech crash, and there just weren't certified, there weren't enough bodies to keep repairing tractors that John Deere wouldn't allow farmers to repair themselves. Oh, Lucky 7, that's a dangerous hobby to get the kid into. I was into trains when I was a kid. Stop, back up. There we go. Almost emptied it all. Okay. I'll just sit here and wait a little bit. Right. The whole right to repair thing. So everybody wins the heist when you come back with a whole bunch of parts and 6 aging John Deere techs. So then everybody's stuff can get fixed. Raz with the super chat. How's it going? It is going great. Everybody give him a big old round of applause for the super chat. $4.99. It's on sale right now. $4.99. Buy one, get two free. So what are your all's thoughts on candy being put into ice cream? So for example, a Reese peanut butter cup blizzard where there's Reese cups frozen in the ice cream, or a Snickers blizzard where there's hunks of Snickers candy bar frozen in ice cream. I tell you what, I'm not such a huge fan of it because, well, I end up trying to pick it out of my teeth because it just gets up in your teeth and you're like, oh, get this out of my teeth. You know, if they can make it so it wasn't hard and gummy, you know, when it froze in the ice cream, then it wouldn't stick inside your teeth. The other day, the wife got me a Reese cup blizzard. I didn't tell her that I wasn't a big fan of frozen candy in a blizzard. I just said, oh, great, thanks. I let it fall out, then I ate it. Because, you know, she put it in the freezer, and it was all hard and impossible to get out. Tristan the man, what is up? Ah, Bruce. Well, it starts with, there you go. There's the Discord. So join the Discord. We've got some community multiplayer servers. Right now there's a community multiplayer server running on Bergman. So that is a possibility. And then actually, as it happens to be, a person who was on this map let me know today that he was going to be bowing out. So there happens to be a farm actually available right this very minute on this server. Now it depends on this server if you're we're playing 24-day seasons at one-time speed, so it's a pretty slow pace. So it depends on if you're really up to that slow of a pace. Go. Oh. Alright, let's go get another load of pellets. I've never had a nerd wizard before. So there's an ice cream place right down the street, literally right down the street from me. They serve chocolate peanut butter ice cream from time to time. It's obviously chocolate. It's really creamy, has a nice peanut buttery flavor added to it. I think they basically mix, they blend up peanut butter in it such that it doesn't have necessarily a peanut butter texture, but you definitely get that peanut butter flavor. And then they're so small, little, like chopped up peanuts in it, but it's not a lot of peanuts. It's like every couple bites you get a peanut, or a little section of a peanut. I think that's a good mix. It's a nice flavor. It's all smooth. It's all very creamy. And every so often you get a little peanut in it, kind of like the peanuts you get on top of a sundae. Oreo, Blizzard, cookies and cream. Those are pretty good because usually the cookie's small enough that it's not a big honk sticking your teeth. So there you go, guys. There's Streamlabs. We are giving away a copy of FS Double Deuce on Sunday, the 22nd of October. Go ahead and click that link and enter to win. It is a PC copy from Giants from their e-store, which I learned earlier this week actually that the e-store now has auto update features, or the auto update capability. It is this farm up here. So it's right here. So it looks like you've got some chickens already. Oh, you already got some eggs. All of this machinery is yours. Your silo. More machinery. You got some sheep. At least until they die off, because no one's feeding them. And then you have these fields here. So you got this field, which is already planted in barley. You've got this field in poppies. You have a field down here in canola. Looks like you've got a JCB with a sprayer. You have another barley field. Then you have a grass field. Alfalfa. That looks like it's millet. Oilseed radish. Alright, so that needs something done to it. And triticale. And then there's some more land over here. That could be bought up. And then there's some fields over there. That can be bought up. And you have $89,000 in the bank. So that's what's available. So yeah, starting in FS Double Deuce, the retail copy and the eShop copy will have the ability to do incremental auto updates. So unlike right now where when the game updates, you basically have to download like a 2 gig copy, 2 gig update from the Giants website. Now when it updates, it'll be just like Steam. You'll get the update, just what's been updated. So you won't have to download a full game update. So I do know that there were some people that got it from Steam specifically for the updating feature. And then, of course, other people get it from Steam because they want it to just manage the install. They don't have to want to worry about, keeping track of stuff. So you still have to keep track of things. And for that, I say just use something like cloud storage, like Google Drive, Dropbox. On the machine, you mean the truck? The truck was the truck was the TLX 2020. This is why I don't like. There we go. I don't like tracked vehicles. I can't tell if my steering is turned or not. Wow, the computer I'm on? Yeah, okay. So we are running a Ryzen 9 3900X. That is 12-core, 24-thread CPU. We've got 32 gigs of 3600 RAM. And we've got a 2080 Super GPU. That is powering three 32-inch 1440p displays. What else we got going on here? Oh, we've got a modest 256 gig M.2 boot drive. I've got a 2 terabyte SSD for game storage. And then I have a 2 terabyte spinny disk, traditional disk for mod storage and just bulk storage. We're using a SciComm side panel, or the Logitech side panel, from time to time. And we are also using a Thrustmaster T150 Pro wheel and pedal set. Got a trackball for mouse controls. Pretty much all of that should be down in the description. Various affiliate links to things like the side panel and pedals and such. All right. Let's get to town. So, tell you, I'm thinking about swapping out my case. I've got a case, an old Cooler Master case from when I first built the first system back in '96. That was an i5 6600K, 16 gigs of RAM, the same M.2 drive that I'm running right now, and a 960 NVIDIA 960. That was back in 1996. So I'm working the case that I had back then. But I'm thinking about getting that new Fractal Torrent case. Has 5 fans built in, 3 140s, 2 180s. Has a lot of airflow. And then retire this case. I think the only real other upgrade I might make to the system at some point, when maybe prices are a little more normal, would be to swap out the 3900X with a 5900X and drop in an 850 watt power supply. Right now I got a 650 watt, and that way it will that should basically hold me for quite a long time. Oh, watch out. Did I tell you, Raz, I watched, yeah, I told you. I watched Dukes of Hazzard the other night. Man, that movie is funny. That movie is hilarious. There we go. So, yeah, we've got we're streaming out at 1440p. So, depending on what your resolution is, you can watch it in glorious 1440p or 1080 or whatever. And then we've got our graphics set up to basically maxed out and then some. So that's $22,000, $23,000 on pellets so far, and that's been about an hour and 15 minutes. I think this is maybe a little faster than doing bales. What do y'all think? Yeah, now is not the time to be trying to upgrade your GPU, right? Unless you're lucky. Unless you're a lucky SOB like Raz there and got the lead on a 3060 at Best Buy for retail, nonetheless. Well, hey, you gotta figure, how much money did you save? 3070. Oh, I forgot. 3070. So how much money did you save versus what you would have paid somewhere else, right? And then how many hours, and that's how much your time is worth. The amount of money you saved. So if you save $400 and you were out there for 4 hours, you saved $100 an hour. So your time is basically $100 an hour. I mean, the pellets are going to make the same pellets the same speed. So as far as running the pellets through the machine's not going to run faster, but I think this is faster because when you were doing bales, you know, there were times where we weren't not making pellets because, of course, the the bale was still on the conveyor belt or whatever. I will say I did see a video on a 3080 Ti that was water cooled. It was a hybrid card that was water and air cooled, and it was in their benchmarks. It outperformed a 3090. I tell you, that was other than the fact that I'm sure it's priced way too much. I mean, that would be the card to get, right? Rabbit Man, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Well, it's great to hear. All right, there we go. A little bit too low. There we are. Well, Stefan, it's going to take a while. So they're talking about building some fabs in the U.S., but the reality is it takes multiple years to construct such a facility. So it's one of those things, you're probably about 4 years too late to make any meaningful impact anytime soon. Oh, indeed, we're at 93 days. Won't be too much longer before we are talking about less than 3 months on Sunday, actually. And speaking of that, we should get a Streamlabs message here any minute about how you can enter to win your own copy of FS22. It will be a eShop key from Giants Download. We're going to be giving away one copy of FS22 on the 22nd of every month between now and November 22nd. Darren, you know you can upload multiple mods, right? You can just multi-select on that upload, and as long as you upload like something like, I think the limit's 1.4 gigs, 1.7 gigs might be the limit. Rabbit Rob with the super chat and the, what is that, a dancing lemon. Everybody give him a big old round of applause for Rabbit Rob. That's a new one. I haven't seen that one. Well, I'm looking forward to seasonal cycles also. And in fact, that's why we started doing a Griffin, Indiana playthrough on 3-day seasons. We are coming into winter next week. On Monday, we'll start winter of our first year. Would you slide off? There we go. Oops. Heat is done now, huh? Yeah, I haven't seen the dancing lemon. They must be adding some new ones. We made 26 pallets, and we still have 71,000, almost 72,000 liters of pellets in the silo. So we've gone through about half. Once we sell this trailer, we would have gone through half of the pellets. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad they helped. I'm really, I don't know, am I excited or apprehensive about the game release? Because basically everything you know about FS19, just chuck it out the window. You can't go into FS22 thinking you know how it works. Because we don't. And it could be a lot different. And if we go into it thinking we know how it works, we'll probably be shown up as being a fool. So it's a whole lot of relearning everything. Yeah, I tell you, I can't do that. I can't do a 3-day seasons on a server that's running 24/7. You just have to commit too much time. We got 3 more pallets to make here, then we'll have our 3rd load. Let's go ahead and unload trailer again. See, I've never played 3-day seasons in 19. I think I messed with it briefly in 17. Well, I think it depends on what you set your clock to. If it's too short. We have 5,600 liters left in the trailer here. See, what we haven't had to do is we don't have to worry about molasses or water with making the pellets in the field. So speaking of 6 hashes, we've got the Addington Park coming out sometime soon from GB Modding. I don't think I've heard anything from him recently on when that might be getting uploaded. The last thing I heard was he's going to try to get it uploaded this week, which is quickly coming to an end. I don't know why, I just like watching that thing work. I just like how it does it. It rotates, it always rotates the labels so they are at the edge of the pallet. So it's going to let 4 bags through horizontally. So the next 2 are going to go through horizontally. And then the next 3, it's going to rotate the opposite direction as it rotated the other 3. So you see pellets are now on the other edge. Okay, and then these 3 are going to get rotated the other direction. And then it's going to let 4 through. And then it's going to rotate 3 the other direction again. I don't know why, I just feel like I could stare at this forever. You gotta appreciate the all the artwork in the animations, right? All the details and seeing it work through and there we are, one more. So we got a pallet and a half in the hopper. Yeah, oh, 0 day, what? 0 days since last accident. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Here. When are we going to get some more cows? Oh, there we go. 0 years. Okay. So that's going to pop one out soon. 0.2. 0.101. 0.20. Oh, we're gonna get some more cows here soon. It's gonna be a little while before we get any more milkers. But we'll get some more cows soon. I always lose the boat. So in about 30 minutes, everybody, we're going to be shutting it down. We'll be passing it off over to Raz. He's going to be picking up the live streaming torch on Lincoln Creek multiplayer. It's multiplayer Thursday. There we are. Raz, have the kids gone back to school yet? Oh no. That's no good. So we are about to, I think, finish our second week. So far, things are going pretty good for us. So here we go, another 11 grand. Ah, really? Go, another 11,500. So tonight's been real profitable for us. Because we sold 2, 4, and about $50,000 of compost we sold. Now 35,000 or so liters, or sorry, 35,000 or so dollars of pellets in the bank. Whoa. Head on back over here. Because of course I wasn't smart, I didn't put the sell point right by where I was making them. I thought I'd be nice and put it over by the bale sell point to have a little bit of realism. So we'll go ahead and park this trailer here. And that'll probably be the last load we sell tonight. Mr. Swede, welcome to the stream. Let's top this off. There we are. Oh, 8. We're left with 8. There we go. Ah, it's nice to see that slowly draining. You don't see it coming out, but that's okay. Alright, Rabbit Man, thanks for dropping by. Check our finances. It's not showing me. It's not showing me how much money we've earned today. That's okay. So, we talked a little bit of this about at the start of the stream. What other games are people looking forward to? I was talking about it's going to be busy. It's a busy fall. All kinds of cool stuff coming out. So immediately, right in early September, we have World Rallycross 10 coming out. I think that's like September 3rd or something. Then in October, we've got Age of Empires 4, which I'm really excited about because I kind of cut my teeth with respect to PC gaming with Age of Empires, the original, way back when. And then kind of left the franchise because I got out of computer gaming there for quite a long time. So I'm eager that that's coming out. And then right at the same time, what is it? NASCAR 21 something. I forget the second word. That's coming out like the same time as, oh, come on, as Age of Empires. No. And then we have early November, Forza Horizon 5 is coming out. Are you kidding me? Why can I not do anything tonight? Forza Horizon 5 is coming out early in November, so I'm excited about that. And then, of course, we have, strap that down. Of course, we have then Farm Sim Double Deuce. Coming out right before Thanksgiving. On November 22nd. Ah, now. Now maybe we'll load the rest of the trailer. Haha. The latest Madden. There, now we get an unload animation. I think that is empty now. Yeah, it's one of those, Madden's one of those games where they don't really, do they really add much other than just update teams and rosters? I remember playing Madden back in the Sega Genesis days. And that was like Madden 92, 91. Oh, now we got another stuck. Good grief. Yeah, there. NASCAR Ignition, that's it. So, yeah, I'm thinking of maybe some sort of NASCAR Sunday, right? I mean, it seems weird to release a it always seems weird that they would release a sport title when the season is out, right? So you'd think they would release a new NASCAR game like right before the season starts in February, January. That's funny, Darren. I saw a Gen X car and the first thing I thought about was that was the team that I was in back when I was doing iRacing before I quit. Our car had Gen X all over it. I'm thinking, I just had a flashback to that. Yeah, the pallets have been a pain in my butt today. Well, I tell you, I got into Farm Sim back in late 2016 because I was honestly looking for something to do between iRacing races. If you're not familiar with iRacing, it is a online racing simulation, right? And it's 100% online, 100% of it against other people, and they have scheduled races So the race might be every hour, or it might be every other hour. And depending on the series, the race might take 20 minutes to an hour to run. So, yeah, you might be in a race that's every other hour, but something happens, you get wrecked, you crash out partway through the race, so you're sitting there, you've got 90 minutes to do nothing, waiting for the next race to start. So I discovered Farm Sim, and was like, oh, I could do that and just kind of mellow out between races, right? And then I eventually stopped iRacing because it was too stressful. And, well, the rest is history, right? Here we are. So that's kind of what got me back into PC gaming, was the interest in online racing. Yeah, I don't know, Darren. I watched some videos on it the other day. I don't know how much information's really out about it. I'm sure the influencers will be able to put content out ahead of release. Hopefully, so people can get an idea what's going on. Now, supposedly it is, it's being done up by a bunch of former Codemaster developers. And of course, Codemaster does all of the, they did the Dirt Rally series, and they also are basically doing all of the, they've done all the F1 games. So I would say probably best case scenario would be like the F1 2020, 21, 2022 series. So a pallet and a part left. But that doesn't include that. So now it's filling. So it's going to fill back up to what? 5,000? 4,000? 4,500? 4,200? And now that's empty. Okay, so we have 2 pallets left on top of what we have here. So we might have 3 pallets left for this thing to make. 5 minutes. That's good because we have about 8 minutes of stream left. $324,000. I think we started with 280. Yeah, we could. In fact, we are. We're using them up here on the sheep. So we're using the pellets up here on the sheep to supplement the grass that they get. It's going to take too long. Oh, you had more. Well, I didn't know you had more product. Now we got even more product to go. I will say that, in my opinion, the pellets are far more valuable to sell than to use. But they are kind of convenient to use because the pellets are not subject to rain. Unlike putting a bale out there where you're going to have rain, cause part of the bale to go away. With the pellets, you're not going to have that problem. So we can just come over there and tip the pellets up a little bit. All right, Raz, we'll be sending people over your way in just a few moments. So Scooter's Workbench is the one that gave me that idea. Because he was doing it that way. So, hey, we can do that. During the summer, spring, and autumn, it just supplements the grass, but in the winter, it's their full food. But basically, we get $1,000, or a little more than $1,000 per pallet of pellets. And this will be, if we get 2 more pallets, this will be 30 pallets in the last 2 hours that we have made. So that's 60,000 liters of pellets. Because we've had 10 per trailer. I think this might be the last pallet that gets made. Now we got another pallet left in the hopper. So yeah, well, it says 40. We haven't made 40. We've only made... Have we made 3 trips already? I guess we have. This will be the 4th trip. So yeah, we've made 38. You've made 3 trips already, so this will be the 4th trip. 40 pallets. At $11,000 a load, $44,000 per in 2 hours. That's a pretty good profit in 2 hours. Not quite as much profit as we can make with compost, since we make that I can make 20 grand per load, but it wouldn't make that many loads over 2 hours of time. That's what I do. See, that's what I do. I get people hooked on things and then I don't use it myself. I just never uploaded them to the server. And then nobody ever asked for them. But, I mean, in all honesty, I've kind of... Maybe it's my old age. But I've kind of been like, I'd rather play with as few mods as possible. Zach, auto forks. So they're called Easy Unload, Pallet and Bale Forks. They're over at modhoster.com, I believe. So they're over here. Not this mod, but the Easy Unload Pallet Forks. You can get over there. And Easy Unload Bale Forks. What they do is they allow you to turn off the collision on the forks. So you can enable the collision on the forks and then obviously pick things up. And then you can disable the collision on the forks and whatever's on the forks just falls off. So, you know, when we get things stuck on the forks, we could just disable the collision and they just fall off. Or, more appropriately, how most people use them is they pick things up like a regular fork. They would bring it over here, they would get it all over the trailer, then they turn the collision off. It would just fall off, and then they would turn the collision back on after they cleared whatever they were using the fork, you know, whatever they forked into, and then pick up the next thing. So Easy Unload Pallet Forks is one mod, and Easy Unload Bale Forks is another mod. Alien Jim is in the house. You know what that means, everybody? It is almost time to quit. We can't stick around too long with aliens in the presence. Oh, we're done. No more pallets. We are done. So we will go sell these. I will bid you a fond farewell. We've just been hanging around waiting for Alien Jim to show up. Now that he's here, we will have to say goodnight. And I will send you all over to Raz. He is getting ready to stream. He'll be streaming in just a few minutes over on Lincoln Creek. So I'll catch you over there here in a few minutes. If somebody can go ahead and put explanation Raz in the chat, it will take you over to his channel. We're going to go ahead and roll our credits for the stream. Big shout out to all of our farm hands, farm bosses, and farm barons. They are members of the channel. Find out more about channel membership by clicking the join button down in the down below the video. I believe I also put a join link in the description this time around, or I definitely put a join link in the description for Tuesday's live stream, where you can see details about what is involved with joining and what the prices of the various levels are. So head on over to Raz. I will catch you over there in a few minutes. And until next time, happy farming.